Hello, this is my full combat robot competing at the Ontario Ball Brawl O Invincible. It is a 1 pound vertical disc spinner, 4-wheel drive, and a very meta design inspired by Chainsaw Kitty and Vapor Trail. Gearwig is a simple control bot that was supposed to have tank drive, but the builder wasn't very impressed by its performance, even though making a deep run. Gearwig's only pair of metal forks are extremely tough to get under and get a good hit on the robot from the front, so I was prepared to get pinned and pushed around the entire match. Here is the match.
Seven, 6, 5, 4, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Again, robots are allowed to pin for up to 10 seconds. Pins do not necessarily score points with the judges. But if you manage to control the match and have a bunch of pins, that can help. There's a decent shot. I think it's going to take a little bit more than that to take out Owen Invincible. Look, you don't name your robot Owen Invincible and then make it out of Swiss cheese. You know what I mean? Well, I saw some of the 3D printed plastic get peeled back there. There's the impact.
It's a fine grind, clearing out my cash line, speeding up my RAM time, coordinated light lines. If you need to move, I recommend computers.
Oh, Invincible might be
Groove like I bet
dead.
you never knew. Did you? Oh, the complication. I feel your air control my body heat. I wanna feel it. No stigma, your touch. I feel yo. Gotta know what you do, what you doing. I love what you doing to me.
We need motion. 10, 9, 8.
It was not a close match. His drive was extremely slippery, even being Lego wheels, and his plan of pointing his forks at me didn't go as planned, and I was able to get around him multiple times. His forks at the beginning were highly effective, though towards the end they were bent up and beat up, and I was able to attack him from any position, and I was able to win by judge's decision. The only type of robot that I was scared of facing is a horizontal spinner, since I don't have a wedge. And I don't know if you noticed, but Tamarack is a huge horizontal spinner. I whipped up a last minute TPU wedge that I expected to take one singular hit, and here's the fate.
Fight, robots, fight. Good opening exchange. Both robots still looking like they're fully functional. Vertical spinner on Owen Invincible. I don't know if it's sending Tamarack flying as much as Tamarack's blade is. Tamarack's weapon may not be working anymore.
I swear he
Invincible
did more
seizing the
damage to
opportunity
himself than I
to
did.
around the sides
The
and
reason he wanted to win at tip speed is because how fast my blade was spinning, but it becomes a lot less controllable for him, and I managed to get a few hits in before Tamarack died. Left Shoe Right Foot is another champion winning robot. This robot is the scariest robot I've ever faced in my 2 years of experience. He has some classic moves like front flip 180 onto your top plate, cutting your battery. It's also impossible to take him out since he will be bouncing around the entire arena the entire time. He does some crazy gyro dances, and here is how the fight goes.
And we're back in the fight here. Left to right foot is completely invertible. It does not care what orientation it's in. And except for when it loses a wheel and a motor, this might be it. Invincible might take this win home. Left to right foot is inherently really hard to kill. And here we go, some of that signature drifting we're seeing at a left to right foot, proving it needs a single wheel to stay combat effective. All it needs now is to get a perfect angle and a perfect hit on the top of Invincible, and it might hit something critical and take home the win, but Invincible is as stable as can be. This driver being pulled and calculating. You see that stop and turn around there. Invincible's looking for one hit against that final wheel. If he can nail it just the right angle, it'll disable his opponent. There's a weapon-on-weapon clash. But Invincible's got to be careful. If he mistimes it, that might be the end. We often like to say here, if you can't win, can't drive, you can't win. And somehow, left to right foot always defies that ethos. I don't know if I'd call this driving, but he can still win. Perhaps that was more of a pirouette than anything. Side is open and exposed. Now wheel's exposed. He took a hit. He's lost one side of the wheel. That motor's going flying, and there we go. That robot's going up and down. The wheel is loose, guys. The wheel's loose. The motor's pulled out. It's held on by wiring alone. I think that's the count. I'm gonna count to 10. Let's see some functional movement left to right foot. 1.
That was the most amount of damage left to right foot has taken in a very long time, and I'm very proud to be the culprit. I removed both his drive motors and sustained minimum damage. I was very shocked when one motor was ripped off. However, the gyro dances left to right foot did was still very impressive and very scary. First Strike has placed 4th in 3 events before this event, and they just won a podium finish. First Strike's weapon is absolutely insane in this event, winning every weapon on weapon I have seen. So going weapon on weapon should be avoided entirely. Here's the fight.
Both the robots with vertical spinning blades slash drums on the front. Oh, Invincible getting a real good hit there. Bumblebee still reeling a bit. Bumblebee taking a pounding in the corner over there. It's not good. The weapon belt might be off, though. Oh, Invincible's not in good shape now with that weapon disabled. Gonna have to resort to pushing. Halfway mark of the match. And this is Bumblebee's opportunity. Gets a good hit there. First Strike, I'm sorry. The yellow wheels got me, all right?
The reason my belts came loose is because I went weapon on weapon with first strike. Crazy weapon. Before I lost my weapon belt, I delivered some solid hits. Even though nothing functionally was broken, the damage on the UHMW frame was very visible, and it ended up with a judge's decision win. Double Time is the 2-time reigning champion, winning the last 2 events in a row. It is the best robot in the league without question, and this is the robot I designed my robot off of. This robot is an absolute heavy hitter, and I expected a loss.
Fight, robots. Double Time getting in on the sides there. Invincible taking the shots so far. The 4-wheel drive vertical meta. Strong in play in this match.
It was not a close match. I won 1 engagement, and then Double Time ripped off my wheels, my top plate, and so much more, and did so much damage compared to any other opponent I've faced. Sparking Cat Sawbot is a championship winner. My top plate is extremely thin, and my battery is protected by 2 layers of TPU and a hole to turn on my switch. So we made an agreement that if he had a clean hit on my battery, I would tap immediately and he wouldn't even have to spin up the weapon. And you just saw what damage he can do.
We've seen Smirking Cat do some serious damage when it gets an opportunity. Oh, Invincible's got to be focused on not giving those. Smirking Cat, somewhat of a glass cannon, doesn't have any wheel guards, doesn't have thick armor. It depends on maneuvering. Big shot there. Smirking Cat seems okay after it. Oh, Invincible still hasn't gotten a really big shot yet. We know it's capable. Again, the winner moving on to our grand final in the 1-pound category. Big hit there. That's what exactly what Invincible is looking for. That's what Smirking Cat wants. If it can't get those saw hits, it'll take those little blows underneath. And the weapon is stopped on Invincible. Backs off and spins back up. Ooh, Sawbot saw an opportunity. It's got to be careful. That Sawbot hits the spinning blade on Invincible. It's done for. It's meant to do damage, not take it. Good opportunity for O Invincible. Smirking Cat, 10. 10. Oh, it's back in action. Manages to get out of a potential knockout call.
It was a very dominant fight for me. He didn't even bring down his weapon once before I broke his arm and caused him unable to self-right, leading to a knockout. Wait, why do I hear boss music playing? Oh no. After being knocked out in 20 seconds for the first time, I won the losers bracket and came back to face Double Time in the grand finals. Hopefully I won't get knocked out in 20 seconds.
The 1-pound grand final. Both robots near identical designs. There are subtle differences, of course. The material for the uprights being one. I see something dangling out the side. It's an ESC. Double Time is going to work. Oh, Invincible taps out. And our now 3-time champion is Double
This is a very
Time!
well-deserved win for Double Time, and I placed second out of 37 robots. This is the best I've ever done, and I hope you enjoyed this video.